Hey people, get ready to crush everyday IELTS and CELPIP tests for all modules and make your dreams come true. I'm your motivator and I'll be guiding you through the test prep videos. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, or you'll be missing out on some serious preparation.
Part 1. You will hear a man contacting a car dealership about financing options. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 10. Now listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 10. Thank you for calling Maple Ridge Motors. This is Sandra in the finance department. How can I assist you today? Hi Sandra, my name is Kevin Okafor. I found one of your vehicles online, and I wanted to ask about financing options before I come in. Hi Kevin, great to hear from you. Are you looking at a particular vehicle, or would you like a general overview of what we offer? A specific one, actually. I spotted a 2023 Honda CR-V on your website listed at $34,500. I'd like to know what financing could look like for that one. The CR-V is a fantastic choice, consistently one of our top sellers. We have 2 financing paths available, one through Honda Financial Services directly, and a second through our in-house lender called Summit Auto Finance. Both have different strengths depending on what you're looking for. Interesting. How do the interest rates compare between the two? Honda Financial Services is currently offering 4.9% on a standard 60-month term. Summit Auto Finance, our in-house option, comes in at 6.2%, but they extend up to 72 months, which can bring your monthly payment down considerably if cash flow is a concern. That's good to know. Is there a minimum down payment I'd need to have ready when I come in? Our required minimum down payment is $2,000. That said, I always suggest clients aim for at least 10% of the purchase price if they can, on this vehicle that works out to $3,450. It makes a noticeable difference in the total interest you'd pay over the loan. That makes sense. One more thing, I checked my credit score last week, and it was sitting at around 720. Is that going to affect which options I qualify for? Not negatively at all. 720 is classified as a good credit score, so you'd qualify for our standard rates without any issues. Just so you're aware, our premium rate tier kicks in at 750 and above, which can unlock slightly lower rates, but 720 is a very solid position to be in. When you come in, make sure to bring 2 pieces of government-issued ID and your 2 most recent pay stubs, and we can process your full credit application right here, usually with a same-day decision. That's exactly what I needed to know. I'll plan on coming in later this week. Thanks so much for all your help, Sandra. This has been really clear and straightforward. That is the end of Part 1. You now have some time to check your answers to Part 1. Part 2. You will hear a community center director explaining new programs for seniors. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 20. Now listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 20. Good morning, everyone. I'm Margaret Chin, Director of the Oakwood Community Center here in Burnaby, and I'm so pleased to announce that we are launching 5 brand new programs designed exclusively for seniors aged 65 and older, and all of them begin on July 7th. First up is Silver Strength, our new fitness program, held every Tuesday and Thursday in the main gymnasium. Sessions are led by a certified personal trainer and cost just $15 per month, which includes unlimited drop-ins. Next, we're offering free digital literacy workshops in room 204. Participants who complete all 8 sessions will receive a certificate of achievement to recognize their hard work. We are also introducing nutrition workshops, delivered twice a month by a registered dietitian, who will guide seniors in making healthier everyday food choices. Rounding out the lineup are an art therapy group and an English conversation circle, both completely free of charge. To make sure everyone can attend, we've arranged a dedicated shuttle service running from 3 nearby neighborhoods on every program day. Spaces are limited, so we strongly encourage you to register early. The registration deadline is June 28th. Please visit our front desk or call us at 604-555-0192. We cannot wait to welcome you this summer. That is the end of Part 2. You now have some time to check your answers to Part 2. Part 3. You will hear a discussion among 3 university students preparing for final exams. First, you have some time to look at questions 21 to 30. Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 30. Hey Marcus, Sophie, glad you both made it. I saved us a table here in the university library. Finals week is going to be brutal. No kidding. My organic chemistry exam is first on Thursday. I honestly don't know where to begin. Same, I'm starting to panic a little. Priya, you always have a solid system. What do you suggest we do? Honestly, making flashcards works best for heavy content. You can quiz each other and it really locks things into memory. That's a great idea. Wait, when do exams actually start? I keep losing track of the schedule. 4 days from now, so we really need to buckle down starting tonight. No more procrastinating. Exactly. Marcus, what's giving you the hardest time in Argo specifically? Memorizing reaction mechanisms, for sure. There are so many steps and I mix them all up every single time. Have you checked the professor's online lecture slides? She organized all the mechanisms by reaction type. It's incredibly helpful. Oh, that's a brilliant tip, Sophie. Okay, let's plan ahead. We meet back here tomorrow morning. What time works for everyone? 9 o'clock in the morning works perfectly for me. I'm free right through until noon. Perfect. Oh, I almost forgot. I picked up snacks from the campus cafe to keep us going, sandwiches and muffins for everyone. You're a lifesaver, Sophie. By the way, how are your own courses holding up? You mentioned 2 exams back to back. Right, environmental science is your major, isn't it, Sophie? That sounds like a heavy load this semester. Yes, environmental science, 2 back-to-back exams, but I feel reasonably confident about the material so far. Good to hear. Okay, after we finish tonight's session, should we decompress somewhere? We can't burn out before exams even begin. Agreed, let's take a break at the student lounge afterward. They have comfortable couches and it's quiet enough to unwind. Perfect plan. Alright team, let's get started, flashcards first, then we tackle Marcus's reaction mechanisms together. Let's do this. That is the end of part 3. You now have some time to check your answers to part 3. Part 4. You will hear a panel discussion on housing affordability in major Canadian cities. First, you have some time to look at questions 31 to 40. Now listen carefully and answer questions 31 to 40. Welcome to Policy Perspectives. I'm Dr. Sandra Okafor. Today we're examining housing affordability across Canadian cities. Professor Leong, in your view, what is the primary driver of unaffordability in cities like Toronto and Vancouver? Thank you, Sandra. The core issue is a severe supply shortage driven by restrictive zoning bylaws. Over the past decade, demand has consistently outpaced construction because established neighborhoods prohibit higher density housing. This fundamental mismatch relentlessly pushes prices upward. Many commentators cite foreign investment as the culprit. Is that a significant factor in your analysis? It plays a role, but research suggests foreign buyers account for only about 5 to 10% of price increases. Domestic speculation and inadequate supply are far more consequential. Blaming foreign purchasers alone is an oversimplification that distracts policymakers from real, structural solutions. Turning to government intervention, several provinces have experimented with rent control. Do you support that approach? Rent control protects existing tenants in the short term, but economists broadly agree it reduces rental supply over time because developers shift investment away from purpose-built rentals toward condominiums. Ultimately, it addresses symptoms rather than root causes of unaffordability. So what single policy do you consider most effective at expanding supply? Upzoning residential areas near transit corridors. Minneapolis legalized mid-rise and mixed-use development near transit stations, and the evidence shows that measurably increased housing stock and moderated rent growth citywide, a model Canadian municipalities should seriously examine. And what specific role should the federal government play? Housing is traditionally a provincial and municipal responsibility. Ottawa must leverage infrastructure funding tied directly to municipal housing targets. Provincial and municipal governments alone cannot resolve this crisis. Coordinated intergovernmental action, all 3 levels aligned on supply goals, is absolutely essential for achieving lasting affordability across Canada. That is the end of Part 4. You now have some time to check your answers to Part 4. That is the end of the CELPIP listening test. You now have some time to transfer your answers to the answer sheet.
Hey people, how was your test? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, or you'll be missing out on some serious fun. See you tomorrow!